or as an imaginative challenge again.
Hello, good day.
Who asked that? This was the leading I had.
Hello, good day. How are you doing? How has your day been so far? I believe that everything is working out well for you, and I've come your way again. My name is Dr. John-Ugwuanya, and for today I want to talk about motion without progress. And it sounds contradicting, because how can you be making movement? How can you be moving but you're not actually making progress? And that's where some persons tend to move in circles. When other people view you, they feel like she's working, she's busy. You are actually in motion. You're doing things that seem like you're making progress, you're taking action, but it's not giving you the commensurate result that you desire. And the earlier we get to this point where we differentiate and have a better understanding of the value of the motion that we are actually embarking on. So one thing I'm going to ask myself is, yes, I seem to be making motion, I seem to be moving, but is it really giving me the result I require? Is it actually translating into progress? If I cannot give an affirmative answer to that question, it's a reason why I have to look inwards and ask myself soul-searching questions. And the reason why you're asking yourself such soul-searching questions is because you don't want to remain at the same level. You don't want to be at one spot. You don't want to appear to be making progress when in the real sense, you're not making progress. And for some persons, it's not just a physical activity. Some persons will really need to either pray and like, God, please, I really need clarity on the kind of activities that I can embark on that will translate to the progress I desire. We all desire progress. We all desire to be better. We all desire to improve. We all desire to achieve the goals we have set out for ourselves. And what will make that very achievable is the fact that we've gotten to this point where we're not just making motion, we're not just moving, we're not just acting. I'm not just acting and giving an impression to myself that I am taking a step. I am actually making those motions, and they are resulting in physical progress. The progress may not be tangible, but it is a point of movement that I can see that when it comes to actualizing and achieving my goals, I am actually taking those steps, and they are giving me the results I desire. So what you and I expect for ourselves at this time, at this season of our lives, it's not to give an impression to people that we are making movement, we are taking actions, and they see me busy, I'm everywhere. But the progress we really desire is not what we are seeing. And what we need, what I need, what you need also is the fact that you will need to understand and ask yourself those pertinent questions. At this phase of my life, these are the level of activities I've done. These are the things that I have been able to do. And people have seen me and say, oh, she's everywhere, he's everywhere, he's taking so and so action. But if I now review those activities I've embarked on, the question I would need to ask myself is this action translating to success? Is this action translating to the progress that I desire? If your answer is in the affirmative, that's wonderful. But if your feedback is the fact that, yes, I'm actually making motion, I'm actually moving, but it's not translating to the progress I desire, then it's something we need to work on. It's more like somebody moving in circles. And to you, you're exerting energy, you're working, you're doing activities. And when you look at yourself and assess the amount of energy you're reflecting, it looks like you're really busy, and you're giving yourself more like an appreciation that yes, you're busy, you're hardworking. But when you really look deeply and assess these activities I have been doing. Are they giving me the success I desire? Am I actually making progress? That's where the real question is. So I am not interested in appearing hardworking to people. I am not interested in appearing to be in motion. I am more interested in the fact that the activities I'm embarking on are translating to the progress and the success I desire. Nobody can answer this for you. And personally, one of the reasons why I have been on this journey of sharing my story, sharing my learning journey, even with the book Atomic Habits, is the fact that we don't want to just embark on activities and we are impressed with ourselves, but the result we really desire is not what we are seeing. I read something before I came on live, and it was about somebody who is into business, and he said, for entrepreneurs, busyness is not business. Meaning you're busy, people are coming to your shops, you're just everywhere. That's not really business. The real business is the fact that I'm investing my services, I'm investing my capital, and I'm looking at my account and I'm seeing the dividends of all the effort I am imputing in. So when I deduct my expenses, I deduct my fixed activities I have to do, like things like fueling for those who are physical shops and you need to run generators. You have expenses to incur for that business to run. When I'm done with all that, the final outcome, which is what I am calculating as profit, is what really gives value to all those busyness. So even if I am busy and people come to my shop or they come to my place of business and I'm everywhere and they're like, she's always busy, she's always traveling, that's not the real business. That issue is when I'm done with all those activities and I look at my books, can I really translate all the activities I've embarked on to physical product, to physical profit? And that's the same way it is with our lives. It is not about me being busy. It is not about me being everywhere. It is not about you being everywhere and being busy and people assessing and clapping for you that, oh, she's everywhere, she's impacting life, she's doing this, she's doing that. Am I doing the activities I'm embarking on for people to clap for me and say, we bless God for her life, she's wonderful, she's this, she's that? The question is my activity translating to the success I require? If I cannot answer that question, then I have not really started. And that's where many of us miss it. We do the things we do to give other people an impression that we are working. We do the things we do to give other people the impression that we are making motion. We are embarking on activities and we are giving an impression to people that we are doing what we are supposed to do, when in the real sense, all those activities, all those motions are not translating to the success, to the progress that I desire. And that's one level of truth we need to get into. Nobody has it all. Nobody has exclusivity of knowledge. But one thing that we need to tell ourselves the truth, which I've always repeated every now and then, that the highest form of deception is when you tell yourself lies. If other people tell you lies, it's not a problem. But when you're telling yourself lies, that's where the real problem is. Why? Because it is foolishness when I am embarking on activities, I am making motion, and I know that it is not translating to success. It is not translating to the progress I desire. But I am still maintaining those activities because I want people to think I am progressing. You shouldn't live your life for people's comments. I shouldn't live my life for people's comments. We should come to the point where we assess everything we do and we are focused first on ourselves. And when I talk about focus on ourselves, you're ensuring that those activities you're embarking on is giving you the progress, the results that you as a person desire to see in your life. There is a level of success I desire to see for myself. And I am not doing what I am doing because I want people to come and give me applause. Grace, we are so impressed about you. No, that's foolishness. I would only have a temporal feeling of people are clapping for me and hailing me. But in the real sense, am I really succeeding? Am I really progressing? If I cannot answer that question in the affirmative, then that's where we really need to sit down and assess ourselves. Because our first focus is progress. Our first focus is the fact that we don't want to remain at the same spot. We don't want to be called or told that we are making some progress. We want to really make progress. If I look at one of the comments that Samuel Akinlade has made, he said, the $1 million question is, does our activity translate to tangible accomplishments and ultimate success? If your answer is no, you need to review your activities. If my answer is no, I also need to review my activities to the point where I can be able to say that all the activities I'm embarking on a day-to-day basis is actually giving me the accomplishment I desire. It is actually giving me the ultimate success that I desire to accomplish in my life. And when we do that, it becomes our journey and our pathway to accomplishing the success that we desire. Remember that your life is lived first to please God, to please yourself before you please people. So when you try to please people at your expense, when you try to please people at the expense of God, and you're all people driven, you're not ready for success. You're not ready for that long-term success you desire, because your activities are people driven. But when you make it first purpose driven and fulfilling your core goals, it will definitely translate to success that people can measure. And when they're measuring that success, you're not getting that feedback because of them. You know that feedback is coming because in the true sense of it, the success you have is measurable by true progress and true success. And that's what I have to share with you today, that there can be motion without progress, and that's not what we want. The question is, can I really assess myself that I'm really on a journey to success, or am I just having a false impression of progress when in the real sense it is not progress? That's the question I'm going to leave you with today. Self-assessment. Is my motion giving me true success, or is my motion just motion in futility because I want people to commend me when in the real sense I'm not making progress? We need to move past this point of living our lives for people's comment, for people's compliment, for people's feedback. It's wonderful to get those feedback, but that should not be the driving factor. That should not be my motivating factor. Rather, I should make sure that the things I do regularly are because I know it is taking me one step after another towards the long-term progress and success I desire. Till I come your way, always remember that self-assessment would always keep you in check in assessing how much of progress you're making. Till I come your way again, have a wonderful time and God bless you.